And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got a perfect night for baseball on the show. It's the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. John Shambi with you alongside Chris Singleton. Chris, one guy having a big year for this club, leading the team in home runs and runs batted in, Bryce Harper.
Yeah, Boog, he's one of the pillars of this lineup. And when you have a guy like that that's so consistent and so productive, you want to make sure you can do whatever you can to get him to the plate. Get him as many at-bats as you can in a ball game. If you do that, you got a really good chance of scoring a lot of runs.
All right, just about ready for baseball and getting the start. Bailey Falter. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, he tried to make it through the fifth inning last time out, but the pitch count just got too high. He ended up taking the loss. That's one of those you just have to shake it off, come back out today, and try to throw a gem.
Okay, all set to go. And now,
Milwaukee,
Bryce Terang.
the second baseman, Bryce Terang.
Here comes a pitch. Ground ball up the middle. On the run, throw to first. One up, one down. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. And a guy having a big year for him, Brian Anderson.
And you got to like this matchup for him as a guy who hits left-handed pitchers as well as anyone, it seems. I mean, he's hitting over 300 against southpaws this season. He's got a good shot to make a big impact against the left-hander on the hill today.
Here's Yelich at the dish. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swing and a ball popped up. And it falls.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff with base hit.
Checks over to first, back safely. And now it's William Contreras. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. Yelich goes. That's in for a strike. Real Mutual throws, not in time. It's a stolen base.
Well, a nice lead and a nice steal there to get into scoring position with the heart of the order at the plate. That might just lead them to pitching around these hitters a little more because of the open base, but it's early in this ball game. Can't imagine it'll change the attack plan too much.
And a swing and a miss.
So far, all we've seen in this at-bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
Yelich, the runner at second with one away. Next offering in the dirt. And the count is even, 2-2. Hard hit left side. Gathers and throws to first. And that's an out.
Batting fourth, the shortstop, Willie Adames.
Willie Adames stands in.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
And the first offering is not close. There's the strike. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Off the mark there. 2-1. Two outs. That clips the corner.
2-2.
That missed inside. And that's ball 3. Rowdy Tellez in the Milwaukee on deck circle. Payoff pitch. In the air, left field, down the line. And it's a foul ball, but it had the distance. Three-two on the way. Back to the mound. Base hit. Yelich around third. He'll score easily, and it's 1-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
So 2 down. Rowdy Tellez up now for the Brewers. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. On the ground right side, and it gets by him.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 2, Luis.
Here's Luis Arias. There's the strike.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Going to count 1-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
And he deals. High fly ball down the left field line. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and the home team down a run. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here in Philadelphia, and towing the slab in this one, Wade Miley. What do we need to know here?
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Trey Turner. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. Ball 1 there. The wide to kick the pitch. Just missed.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Up the middle, gloves it on the dive, gathers and throws, and they get the out.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop, gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the boys up for sure.
And now it's Alec Bohm. In there, and it's 0-1. The wind of the pitch. That one ripped. It bangs off the wall.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So up next, Justin Crawford. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. And first offering is fouled off. Bohm over at first with 1 away. Next offering misses, and 1-1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Here's a 1-1. Next offering is outside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
On the ground, could be 2. Over to Terang, 1. On to Tellez, and the double play ends the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We move on to inning number 2 here in Philadelphia. It's the Brewers 1 and the Phillies nothing. Back at Citizens Bank Park, new inning getting started. Now batting Michael Brasso. The pitch. And that's in for a strike. On the ground, right side. Gets it to first. And quickly 1 away in the second.
The right fielder, number 15,
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Brewers. That's in for a strike. Kicks and deals. Struck him out looking.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
At the plate, Brian Anderson. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. And he grabs it foul. Oh, and 2 as he waves at that one.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially.
Can't glove it cleanly, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. Nobody left for Milwaukee, but they're on top 1-0. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, bottom half of inning number 2. So here's the Phillies DH, Brandon Jordan. Miley back to work. And a strike in there.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Next one misses, and that is ball 1. Our umpire behind the plate, Jerry Hillsdale. High praise for Jerry when we talk to people around the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Boog. He's very straightforward, very consistent back there. So most of the time, you're not even going to think about him. That's a good thing.
And he handles it himself for the out. How much were you aware of the umpire's scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
Rhys Hoskins stands in now and watches strike 1. The next pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Swings through it for the K. Pulled the string on the changeup. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Off the mark there, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
And that's a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. Caught him looking for the K. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. They trail here 1-0. Back here at the ballpark, this is Bryce Terang.
The second baseman.
Terang measures 6 feet even, 23 years old. He's been scoring a lot of runs lately. He's scored 9 times in the last 10 games. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does.
That's a ball.
And you're tied up.
And here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Crawford should have this one. Brings it in, and there's 2 away.
Up next for Milwaukee, the catcher.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. William Contreras grounded out his first time.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
First pitch just misses. Contreras in his 3rd season, hitting 3rd in the lineup, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. That one down the line, and that's a fair ball.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Willie Adames up now for the Brewers. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
0-1.
Now the 0-1. That clips the corner.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
At the belt and fires. And that's outside. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Up the middle. They take the force out. That's out number 3. Milwaukee leaves 1, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Welcome back. Bryce Harper to the plate. Miley in his 12th season, more than 100 career wins on the mound. A former first-round pick back in 2008. Here comes the 0-1. Pulls that one foul. The pitch.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Contreras puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Batting eighth, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Inside, just missed. That one ran inside, almost got him. In for a strike, now 3-1.
3-1.
One down, Phillies down a run. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. One gone, runner at first. This is Bryson Stott.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Swing and a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out.
Back-to-back base hits. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
So the batting order turns over. Trey Turner with a chance now. In there for strike one.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Realmuto at second, stop at first, one gone. Foul ball there. Oh, and 2 now. Battling here as he fouls it away. And the pitch. And ball one.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
One and 2 here. That one missed. On the ground to first, could be 2. Can't glove it cleanly, but plenty of time to recover, and that's the second out.
Now batting, third baseman,
Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies, and he's already singled in this game. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position. In there at the knees, and a count 1-1. The pitch. Into center. Anderson on the move. Pulls it in on the run. And that is that.
A lot of adrenaline. We can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back Back here in Philadelphia, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Rowdy Tellez. Falter back to work. That misses the zone. 1-0. The wind and the pitch. There's a swing and a miss.
1-1.
Next offering way off the plate.
Well, these Brewers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Line drive, pulls up on it, and that's a base hit.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Now at the plate, Luis Urias. First offering misses the mark.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Nobody out, runner at first. There's a strike. Yeah, now 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
Good eye right there.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
The pitch. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Castellanos ranging back. Caught just shy of the wall.
Well, I didn't think he got it off the bat, but the wind made it a lot more interesting than expected. Nice job of the center fielder. Puts it all the way back to the warning track. Man.
So here's the Brewers DH, Mike Brasso. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. On the ground to third. Stops it on a slide. Boom. Toss to second. To first. Not in time. Great effort there. On to first. Safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there. Tyrone Taylor now at the plate. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that's in there for strike 1. And now the lefty. He swings and fouls one off. Just misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Castellanos pulls it down, and that is that. Brewers strand 1, but they still lead it 1-0. Back here in Philadelphia, now it's the power speed combo. Justin Crawford. And a pitch. In there at the knees for a strike.
Well, these Phillies, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Next offering is in for a strike.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And one away.
No, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
And now 2-0. Next pitch misses, and that's ball 3.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
And he walked him.
Ball 4. Take your base.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Man at first with 1 gone. And now Rhys Hoskins. He's 0 for 1. Now snap throw to first. And he's back in there. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Ball outside. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, he picked over once just before the pitch to check on him, but that didn't seem to slow up his jump on the pitch at all. I think that guy's been studying some video. Awesome job to be prepared, got the timing down, and he gets in the scoring position.
And he deals. In the air, out towards left center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but a competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at bat.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Jordan at second with 2 down. Two balls, no strikes to count.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you. So make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
And a pitch.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Bryce Harper, the kind of bat that can make a big impact if they can keep it going here. 3-0 down. There's the strike. Runner at second, 2 down. That one catches the zone, and it's 3-2.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Hit hard, should be extra bases. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score, and the Phillies tie the game. It's 1-1.
Big RBI for him right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. What a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at
all. Here's Harper now. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Left-hand batter waits. Just missed.
That's the ball. 2 up.
Swing and a miss.
Balls, 1 strike.
Fouled off left side. Here's a 2-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Left-hand hitter waits. Got him swinging for the K. Snuck the fastball by him.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And welcome back. All set for the start of the inning. Up now for Milwaukee, Ryan Anderson. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. That one ripped left field. That's back there. And off the base of the wall. Throws to second. And that's a leadoff double.
He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong, balanced swing. And a fraction of an inch different on the bat. And it is probably out of here. A chance now to take the lead. And at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Kicks and fires. And a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
On the ground to third. Boom. Now the throw to first on the run. One away here in the fifth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now it's Christian Yelich. Singled back in the first and scored their only run. He's 1 for 2. And the pitch a little bit low. Ball 1. And it's even up.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Runner leads away at second. And a swing and a miss there.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Runner at second here, 1 gone. Outside corner, got him looking. He can't believe it.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Here's the power hitting catcher, William Contreras. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
On the ground, right side. Third out, and that ends the frame. Halfway home, all even, 1 apiece. Back at Citizens Bank Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the Phillies catcher, JT Realmuto. Here comes a pitch. Changeup on the corner, and that's a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Adrian Hauser up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Junk getting cranked up as well. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
Realmuto started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up. That one's in there, 0-1. Now 1-1.
Ball.
Oh, and the zone doesn't get the call. 2 balls and a strike. Hopped up right side. And makes the grab. 2 down.
The batter, the shortstop,
Trey Turner now. In there for strike 1.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Ball 1 low.
1-1.
Breaking ball, and that got him.
Well, the bright side is that will help the on-base percentage a little bit, and that's a category no batter can ignore these days. OBP, OPS, well, maybe that'll ease the pain just a little bit.
Boom. Up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Turner runs. Pitch misses. Throw to second, and great jump.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Turner on at second with 2 down. Line drive, base hit. Around third. He scores. It's 2-1.
Well, does a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Here's a speed threat, Justin Crawford. He's a guy who does it all. That's off the mark, and it's 1-0.
1-0.
The pitch.
Ball inside.
And there's the strike. That's a little bit low. Brandon Jordan waits on deck.
3-1.
And a pitch. There's a strike.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. And here it comes. And there's ball 4.
Ball 4. Runner take the base.
Boog, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at bats?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a false scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Yelich going back on this one. At the belt and fires. And a foul ball. Two outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. In the dirt, blocked. No movement on the bases. 1-2 the count. Here's a 1-2. And that one missing low. And now it's filled up. Rhys Hoskins waiting for a turn at the plate. Three and two now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The pitch. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Run comes in from second. It's 3-1.
Well done. Drives in the run. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. That's as far as Wade Miley will go. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Adrian Hauser. And this is appearance number 45.
Number 37, Adrian Hauser.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
First pitch, and he just misses. First and second, two down. That's towards center. Anderson drifts towards it. Puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We're through 5. It's the Phillies 3 and the Brewers 1. All set for the top of the 6th. Now it's the shortstop, Willie Adames.
The shortstop, Willie Adames.
Falter back to work.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Wow, short work to send it packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Tellez, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Tellez checks his swing, appeal to third, and that's going to be ruled a swing. And the 0-2. And now 1-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
That's off the mark. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The pitch. Next offering misses down and away.
Count is full.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
0-1 now. That's a strike.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
Next pitch downstairs, and the count 1-2.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Started after the 1-2 pitch, appeal to first, didn't go. And now the lefty. 3-2 now.
Got a full count.
Called strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half. So they go quietly there. 6-7-8-2 in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Phillies 3 and the Brewers 1. Welcome back. Well, we go bottom 6. Now the left fielder, Nick Castellanos.
For the Phillies, the left fielder, Nick.
The pitch.
Castellanos.
Castellanos, 31 years old, and he's usually in right, today starting in left. The 1-0. Now 1-1.
Boog, if I was to break it down and make it simple, I would say right field's kind of a chill spot compared to left field. Left field's that second hot corner in my opinion.
Here's a 1-1. Next offering is fouled back. Chop back up the middle. And Castellanos is out.
The right fielder, number 3, Harper.
And now here is Harper. That one not close. Ball 1. And the 1-0 misses low. Chopper to second. On to first. Harper retired.
Now batting, the catcher, JT.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it is JT Realmuto.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air left field. Pretty well struck. Yelich raging back towards the wall. Pulls it in on the warning track. Down quickly go the Phillies, but they still lead it 3-1. A new arm into the game, the righty, Connor Brogdon. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Here's the Brewers DH, Mike Rosso.
The designated hitter, Mike Rosso.
And the pitch. Inside,
That's the
just
ball.
missed.
1 ball, no strikes.
The 1-0. And that one in the air center field. Makes the grab on the run. And there's one away.
Now batting, right fielder.
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Brewers.
Taylor.
That one's in there. And that's strike 1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
He can live up in the zone all game if guys will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitter's got to look down in the zone.
The 0-2. And that's downstairs and outside.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one at 95 missed up top. And the count's even at 2. Next pitch is popped up. Boom. In position. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Got the pitch that he wanted. Just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open. Backside collapsed a little bit. And the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Here's the center fielder, Brian Anderson. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. And that's in for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That one misses, and the count is 1-2.
1-2.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Hoskins steps on the bag, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down that time. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Phillies 3 and the Brewers 1.
Traditional 7th inning.
Back here at the ballpark, set for the last half of the 7th. And now for the Phillies, Bryson Stott. The wind of the pitch. Strike 1. Called strike right there. Righty delivers.
Ball.
He wanted that fastball high and tight, looking for a strikeout. Just didn't locate it very well.
The 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. The 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Here's a 1-2. And another ball. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
So the Philly batting order turns over. Here's Turner now. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. just missed.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Good hitters count the 2-0. And downstairs.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
And the righty deals. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
It all just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
That catches the corner.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
The pitch. Fouled off. He was late. No outs. Runners at first and second. Next pitch is popped up. And the infield fly is called.
The center fielder, number 2,
Justin Crawford stands in for the Phillies. And what a two-way player. Not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. First offering misses the mark.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
2 on, 1 out.
That's a ball.
And that one fouled off. 1 out. Runners at first and second. That pitch clips the outside corner. It's 2-2. Kicks and deals. Towards first. Nice stop. The throw goes to second. Safe there.
Protecting with strikes on him and putting the ball in play speaks to cutting down the strikeouts, shortening up with 2 strikes.
1 out, bases loaded. Brandon Jordan stands in for the Phillies. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1 out.
And the 1-0. Just a slow ground ball this time. He's in safely at second as a run scores on the play.
Not every base hit is a liner into the gap, just like not every strikeout's a perfect slider down and away. I mean, right there, he just put the ball in play on the ground and gave it his all to get down to first for the knock.
Swing, and this one's crushed. No doubt about it. Grand slam. Home run number 15 on the year, and they add to the lead. It's 8-1. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. great job here of staying within himself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple. So stay focused on that. Well, he does more than just a knock. Hits the grand slam to drive in 4. Really good job at the plate.
So they turn things over to the righty. Jansen jump.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Next to hit, Nick Castellanos. Ground ball left side. Urias to first in time, and Castellanos is out.
The batter, the right fielder, Bryce Harper.
Here's Bryce Harper. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Anderson settles under it and makes the catch. And that is the third out of the inning. But the damage was done right here as you get another look at the grand slam home run. It's now 8-1. Major League Baseball is on the show.
There's a river in a valley headed towards me. My coolers got my head back and it's flowing in.
Back here in Philadelphia, we're at the top of the 8th. Here's the second baseman, Bryce Terang.
The second baseman, Bryce Terang.
And he deals. Bounce to third. First out in the top of the 8th.
Now batting, the left fielder, Christian Yelich.
And now it's Christian Yelich. There's a strike. Action in the pen down there. Matt Strong, the left-hander, up and throwing. Soto warming up as well. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. And that misses off the outside edge. Got it by him for the K.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Guys become defensive, and all of a sudden, for the hitter, that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Contreras in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Righty to the plate. There's the strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
2 outs. Stays alive. Right-handed reliever.
That's the ball.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Brewers go down quietly. It's still an 8-1 ball game. On to the bottom of the 8th. And here's the catcher, JT Real Muto.
The catcher, JT Real Muto.
The wind of the pitch. Top of the zone for a called strike.
0-1.
Ball one there.
That's the ball.
And a pitch. Swing and a ball hammered left field. And that one hops the wall. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double. And his second hit.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
And here is Bryson Stott. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
0-1.
Real Muto stands at second with no outs. The next offering misses. Ball one. Right-hander kicks, deals, and a count 1-2. And there's a ball.
2-2.
The punch out there. Now one away. So the lineup flips over. Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
One out and a runner at second. Misses inside, and it's 2-1.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
Squeezes it, and there are two down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Alec Bohm.
So digging in, Alec Bohm. That pitch in for a strike, 0-1. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Well, he's gotten ahead with two pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Pitch misses. It's a ball and two strikes.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Next offering way upstairs. And the right-hander deals. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. One left for Philadelphia, and it remains an 8-1 game. New arm out of the bullpen, Matt Strong.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Willie Adames.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Strom, a 6'2 southpaw, 31 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in the state of North Dakota. And here it comes.
Ball.
Just missed. The pitch. That misses.
Ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
2-0.
Just off the outside part of the plate. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
At the belt and fires. Now a fly ball to right center. It gets down a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Up next for Milwaukee, the first baseman, Rowdy Tellez.
And now it's Rowdy Tellez. And that's in there for strike 1. And a foul ball. Not even close there. Now 1-2.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
And a 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 1-1 is fouled off. Runner at first with no outs here. And now 2-2. Lifted in the air, right center field. Crawford gliding to his left. Long run, nice grab. And there's one down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Luis Urias up now for the Brewers. That's in there. Strike 1. Double play ball to second. There's one. Back to first, double play. And that's the ball game.
A little sigh of relief for the pitcher there, ending the ball game with a nice double play. You always love when you can get 2 for 1, especially when it wraps up the ball game. Nice win for these guys today.
And this one finishes with a final of 8-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.